Hello! Today we're going to be talking about the phosphorus cycle. And our objectives for you after this video is to understand the movement of the phosphorus cycle, to identify any key terms, to describe an example of how phosphorus can enter into the environment from an organism and vice versa, to understand how humans affect the phosphorus cycle, and to understand what geological uplift is, and finally, to understand the importance of phosphate. Let's get started. Yes.
The introduction to the phosphorus cycle. The phosphorus cycle is the movement of phosphorus from the environment to organisms and then back to the environment. Plants receive the phosphorus from soil
And animal excretions and decomposing animals.
and lastly, eroding rocks and water.
Animals receive their phosphorus from eating plants or other animals.
The phosphorus cycle is very slow. This is why we used a turtle.
You should remember that the phosphorus cycle is very slow.
The phosphorus cycle does not occur in the atmosphere because it is rarely in the form of a gas.
Remember, the phosphorus cycle is rarely in the atmosphere because it is rarely a gas.
Phosphorus is the key element found in the phosphorus cycle. It is essential in many important things in life, such as DNA, RNA, and animal bones, teeth, and other parts of molecules.
Now, phosphate is a compound made when phosphorus reacts and bonds with oxygen.
The cycle begins in the soil. Plants can absorb phosphorus in their soil through their roots. Plants then can die and decompose, returning the phosphorus into the soil. Or animals will come along and eat the plants.
Once an animal eats the plant, the phosphorus is expelled into the soil in two ways, either through bodily wastes or decomposition. This cycle that begins in the soil includes decomposing plants and animals, and having animals eat other animals and plants will repeat itself, or it can happen in another way.
Phosphorus can enter the water in two ways.
One way is from runoff of bodily waste into water.
Another way is from erosion of rocks containing phosphate. When phosphorus is dissolved in the water, it nourishes marine plants like algae. Marine animals then eat the algae and gain phosphorus.
Marine animals can then either release their phosphorus in their feces or die and decompose. Phosphorus can then be absorbed by the marine organisms again, and the cycle will repeat. Or phosphorus can be deposited in deep-sea marine sediments. Once deposited in the marine sediments, geological uplift may occur and the phosphorus is returned to rocks and soil.
Can interact with the phosphorus cycle in many ways. The first way is runoff from excessive mining can put unhealthy amounts of phosphorus in the water.
The second way is when farmers use fertilizers. The fertilizer that is not used by the plants enters water through runoff.
When sewage is not treated properly, excess phosphorus can enter a water source. We encounter phosphorus many times in our lives.
Like in toothpaste,
Shampoo,
Pesticides,
matches,
flame retardants,
cleaners,
and fertilizers.